Hey guys, it's me, Shannon. I am, as you all know, quarantined. And I thought, I would take this opportunity to read some books. What better way to finish a book than having absolutely nothing to do? So I'm happy to say that I've finished quite a few books so far since we've been quarantined. And I figured I'd take the opportunity to give a what I assume to be is going to be a pretty controversial review of this book that, in my opinion, was like a mental marathon. I have been trying to get through this book for the last 2 months. I keep picking it up and putting it down, and the book is Brene Brown's Dare to Lead. I know I see this book on everybody's desk at work. I see this book in doctor's offices. I just cannot get away from this book. So I assumed, you know, it would be great. And I actually was given this book by my mom and stepmom, who wrote these very sweet messages in the front of the book about leadership and how they believe in me. And I am a leader of people for my day job, so I thought that'd be great. Yeah, I'll pick up some tips. I'll learn how to dare to lead. Absolutely, why not? It was excruciating. And I think maybe because I haven't read any of the other books, but this for the first 5 sections, and I think there are only 5 or 6, because the last chapter was my favorite, I will say that, or the section. So it's split up into sections, and I just found that without knowing the author and without having read any of the other books, it just felt like an advertisement for all the other books that she had written. She quotes herself a lot, which I find to be very annoying. But I don't know, maybe if you're a huge fan, that's something that you would be inspired by, because maybe it's familiar to you, some of these quotes. She kind of toots her own horn a lot, which it was very hard to connect with, I will say. I mean, there are some really great tips in this book, both on how to lead your team, how to instill trust in the workplace, and even how to kind of be introspective in a way to really get the most out of your work life. But boy, the writing style really made it difficult for me to get into it. And I had to honestly just make a goal to get through one section a month, because I could not read it cover to cover. But anyway, maybe some of you will find it to be a little bit easier to read. If you do, I would be happy to know sort of the benefits that you found from this book, and specifically about the writing style, because I just couldn't. I will not be purchasing another one of Brene Brown's books, but I may reference the Cliff Notes, because I do think that what's in here is good and beneficial and can be transferable in a really positive way. But unfortunately, I just could not get into couldn't get into it. I couldn't buy into sort of the acronyms that she would make up for certain topics and theories, and rumbling in the workplace, and some of these kind of coined terms were just very campy and just not my style. So that also was kind of sort of a way that I wasn't connecting with it. So anyway, I've got the time, so I figured I'd write say a review, and have you guys, I'm sure, disagree with me or maybe agree with me. Either way is fine. I think it's a good tool to have either way on your bookshelf. I just, wish you all the luck in reading this cover to cover, and may, Godspeed be with you. All right, guys, have a great day, and stay safe out there.